Hey, welcome to the industry show. My name is James Winborn. Today, this is an at-home version. I have Tyrone and Chuck with me, y'all. Thank y'all for being my guests.
Hey, what's good, my guy? What's up? What's up?
What's
What's
up,
up,
man?
y'all?
I know, Ty, you
What's
said this is
going
the
on?
third time, so I got to make you a co-host, huh?
Yeah. It's the third time, man. I'm on it though. At the same time, you know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt, no doubt.
After this though, yeah, definitely co-host me.
I let my people.
And that's Charles W. Harris III for you guys out there.
Yeah, we got you. We got you. We got you. But yeah, let me start off with this question. I know both of y'all have been on some major production sets and also independent sets, of course. But let the audience know what is the difference from being on an independent set and a major production set. Anybody can take that.
M- Money.
No, facts,
No,
facts.
but
No,
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 I'm gonna let Ty go ahead.
no. You said it. Definitely,
No,
man. Money, um, crew.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, that's really truly the difference, honestly, is the money that goes in it. Because you guys sit there and really think, even with major productions, 1 million, 2 million is still technically low budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Budget productions, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Is considered low budget. So anything under that is ultra low budget. And then other than that is definitely super
my,
and 1 point something still is independent too. You know what I'm saying? So the difference is truly is money and the access you have when it comes to like crew and these other things and Disney and Fox and all these other things, and then
Right.
other ones is like probably smaller productions. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it can still be independent film, but you have a flavor unit, which is Queen Latifah's, but
Right.
it still could be technically an independent film. It's just that they are backing you. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Right. So for you,
now,
Charles, what's the difference as an actor being on these two different types of sets?
so as an actor, you definitely see the difference. As I said previously, is definitely the money, and where you see that at as an actor is you may come on an indie set after just doing, a big production set and notice, oh, damn, I don't have any trailer. You notice it might be one person playing multiple roles. That same PA that's grabbing you to come to set, maybe the AD, maybe in charge of crafty, all in one. They might have multiple, roles. So it's kind of hectic a little bit as far as, the structure
Right.
being a low budget, what I'm saying, outside of a big production.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you get there, everything is just down set and ready for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to this person for that. You got to go to that person for this. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it a lot easier. But
Okay.
like in a nutshell, it's all about the money.
So, as you being an actor, so you're treated a lot differently too on these sets. Like you get like trailers and dressing rooms and makeup artists on these money making sets. But when you're
Uh,
independent, you do basically everything for yourself, right?
well, even still, yeah, it could be a big production, but it all depends on your role as
Mm.
well, what you get hired for. If
Right.
your background, you're not getting any of that. But
Right.
if you're somewhat principal support feature, that's when you see all the perks.
Mm-hmm. And Ty, as you know, when you do these independent sets, we have so many titles on set. I've directed something and also did audio at the same time. So, and you wear so many hats. So talk about that being an independent film creator, the difference of being on these big sets.
um, Pretty much what you just said, man. And honestly, sometimes in a lot of instances, you can tell from the film as well because, like you're saying, the director got to wear so many hats, or
Right.
the DP or whoever got to wear so many hats that you're going to end up missing something.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? You might not get the best performance. You might end up missing, continuity issues because at the end of the day, I got to worry about the shot. I got to worry about the performance. I got to worry about how it sounds. I got
Uh-huh.
to worry about all this. And on a major set, on bigger sets, you know what I'm saying? We would say major set, studio sets. We're gonna say that. We ain't gonna say major and big because
Right.
everything we all do is big because it's our creative mind and stuff. But there's somebody specifically for that, like you said, in continuity issues. You have your scripted, you have your hair and makeup person that's only worried about hair and makeup. They only
Right.
worry about,
Right.
hey,
Right.
Last time when you did this last take, your hair was like this, so we got to put it back this way. It was
Right.
curly. Because you know what I'm saying? We had the lighting person that's only really worried about lighting. He's not worried about if the performance was good. Maybe he might see it and like, oh, that was good, but he's really only worried about the lights and how it's hitting this person and thinking about the future. Like, hey, because this camera got to turn around, so we got to worry about what the lighting's going to be when it turn around now
All
too.
right.
Like
Yeah.
how it's supposed to hit this person and things
Mhm.
like that. And the director is strictly probably worried about performance or how the shot look. You know what I'm saying? Because you have different type of directors. You have directors that worry about more about the actual performance of an actor,
Right.
and then you have some directors that's really worried about the storytelling and the shot of how it's going. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because sometimes directors feel like, yo, if I hired this person, he should be able to perform because we
Right.
hired him. You already
Right.
cast me, so
Yeah.
it's like I'm
Hmm.
not worried as much. We still gonna give notes and stuff, but I'm not worried as much as if he can pull this off.
Hmm.
It's more about how it looks and how we going to visually tell this story. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, on major set on studio sets and things of that nature, we have all these people that's only there for their job,
But they,
wardrobe,
yeah.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
independence, a lot of times you got, like you said, got people that's doing multiple roles. And when that multiple roles come, you got to worry about everything. You're gonna miss some things. You know what I'm saying? We're human.
So that's
You miss it on major sets. People miss it, and that's all they got to worry about. And we
right.
catch something.
Right. Right.
Facts.
Right.
Imagine if you got
Facts.
to do all of them.
So
And you
that's where that
doing
line
multiple
came from.
roles.
You got one job. Like that's where that line came from. Like, one job.
Right.
So on
Right.
an independent set, your makeup artist could be your scene partner, and also, so it just you know,
Maybe I won't go that far, but
I
yeah,
mean, I'm gonna
possibly.
say not that far. The closest I seen is the makeup artist is also head of wardrobe.
Oh, but listen, I'm gonna keep. Yeah, facts.
If
That's
if
facts.
if 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 there even is a wardrobe,
right, right,
or
No,
you
exactly.
know what I mean.
but I'm also gonna keep it a bean. Like literally yesterday, I was on set and I seen a guy and he was moving around. Like I'm like, okay, he must be running things or whatever. Then the next thing I know, he had the boom mic. So I'm like, hold on. I'm like, was that the sound guy? And they're like, yeah. But then I looked on the call sheet. He was the EP, the
Wow.
AD, and the sound guy. I'm like, wait.
Wow, see?
I don't do enough.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
but
right.
but it was a brand shoot and it looked
Yeah,
amazing. So it's like he just probably still getting where he fit in. It's like I'm not too big to
right.
still do
Right.
this or do that. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Which I respected. That's why I was like, wait, I ain't doing enough.
Right.
But also, that's probably something that did have a budget. It wasn't millions and millions of dollars, but still
Hmm.
had somewhat of a budget. But he's doing multiple roles. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's dope though.
Mhm.
So
But
Ty,
there's a lot of times, my
you
fault as a filmmaker, there's a lot of times the director definitely be like the sound guy because he might mess around and have a boom pull up. I mean, pull and have a C stand up and trying to
yeah.
listen as well as trying to, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
Mhm.
put stuff together. But go ahead. What you saying?
So,
My fault.
so, so last time I had you on the show, we kind of started this conversation, but I want you to get more in depth with it. You being having the luxury of being on both coasts, the East Coast
Hmm.
and the West Coast film industry. Tell me what the big difference is from these two coasts and how things operate and move.
Okay. I know last time I was saying, and we was specifically talking about Philadelphia though.
Right.
But now you're saying coasts, so I can't really speak on each coast because I worked on each coast, but I didn't work like in Atlanta. I didn't work in really work in like New York to see how it's really ran. And those like more of the meccas when it comes to this side of town.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
Atlanta is definitely still dope, but it's the budget, honestly, bro. Still like I'm
Like the
gonna keep it
money, right?
Everything rolls around that
the,
money.
Yeah.
the studios are in LA. You know what I'm saying? So just spacing and stuff like that. I mean, we do have the one big studio that's bigger than all of them, which is Tyler Perry, that's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they do still do major work out there. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, this the spacing, man, and the money. But it's actually cheaper to shoot over here in the East Coast because that's where I'm at right now than
Hmm.
the West Coast. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. So
Right.
it's a difference. Uh, the look mostly, I would say the look. So a lot of times, especially in New York, if you watch any shows that's really based in New York, it's a colder tone to the shows, to the
Mhm.
Right.
movies,
Right.
because it's most likely it's portrayed as winter or something like that. So it's more of a colder tone.
Hmm.
And then the movies that's in LA is more of a colorful tone because it's more warm and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
would say that probably would be the biggest difference But also, it's just beautifully. It's a lot of beautiful places on the East Coast, but man, it's nothing like shooting out there on the West Coast, man. It's just beautiful,
It's
bro. It's just a
beautiful. I
beautiful
understand.
landscape
One day I'm
and
gonna get
all
out
that type
there.
of stuff, man. But it also depends on what you're going for. Exactly, it
Right.
depends on what you're going for.
Okay.
It truly
Real, real,
depends on what you're
real beautiful, except for certain parts. I
Right.
filmed in many parts in L.A. and it was like, yeah, hold on, I gotta take this hat off. What color is this?
Right.
going for. It's still beautiful. It's still beautiful to shoot at, brother. Just because
I know, I know, I know, I know.
Not being safe. So, Chuck, let me ask you
Yeah.
this question. Knowing you for the couple of years that I've known you, I also know that you don't have an agent. So, please tell everyone how you find work. What is your process of getting on these films? Because you got a nice resume.
So I did have an agent at one point, but when I noticed I was booking myself more than they were getting me auditions and that's not for all agents. That's just for the agent that I specifically had at that time. And they were in they were in Atlanta, so I kind of felt like I wasn't a priority because I was here in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
her priority was the client she had there because I was seeing many folks getting booked for things, but I never was getting like any auditions. She wasn't sending me anything, so I kind of like once the contract ended, I just didn't renew. But from the rip, I usually get my auditions and my casting from my networking,
Okay.
and just doing good work when I do get on certain projects, uh, make myself memorable for different people. You know what I mean? Because you never know who's looking at you. For instance, I did a movie, didn't know who the director was or anything like that. I seen him walking past, you know what I mean, but I didn't know who he was or what his credits were. You know what I'm saying? What he
Right.
directed previous to that, and I just we had good conversation. Any direction he gave me during filming, I did it to the best of my abilities. And towards the end of shooting, he came to me and was like, I like that. You work. Uh, you're talented and you know how to take direction well. And then we just got into a heavy convo just about the industry and what I had coming up next. And I was just letting him know, like it's just hard, trying to find work. And he was like, that's good. Just I'll keep you in mind. Remember I said that, and I just took it as, oh man, he hit me with some Hollywood talk. Never paid no mind. But what I did was I stayed in contact. We exchanged numbers and Instagram, but I never really used the number. I always would just hit him in the DM on the gram. Hey, what's going on, brother? Just checking up on you, or the happy holidays, or if he
Right.
posted something else he was doing, send a little strong arm or good work or the fire. Just kept in contact, keeping in contact with different folks. And the year went past. I got a call. I'm like, all right, this is weird. We never, had a phone conversation, never even text. I'm like, but I got the call coming through. I said, hello. He's like, remember what I told you? I said, I got you, brother. I said, what? What you talking about?
Right.
He said, I'm sending you over something right now. Send me a quick video real quick for my team. I already gave you a yes, but I work with a team. I
Right.
need to get the approval from them.
Mm-hmm.
Sent that, did the audition, sent it back within 5 minutes. I got a call back. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, congratulations. All right, what I got? He's like, I'm sending over the script now. And then when I seen the cast, I was like, wow. They put me up with, it was Megan Fox, Sean Ringgold, Tyson Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of heavy hitters, folks that I've watched in the past that I kind of looked up to. And like, I get to work with them as a support lead. I'm like, oh, this is lit. You know what I'm saying? So basically, in a nutshell, it's all about the connections you make and making those good impressions. Because sometimes word of mouth can be your audition as well.
Right.
Directors talk to each other,
Right.
casting directors, they
All
all
the
talk.
time.
The
Yep.
circle is small.
Mm-hmm.
Circle is super small, depending on where you at. Even shit, you could be in another state, and they might know the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like the casting directors, the directors, everybody's in communication. Or you may get somebody that where it come across the board and they have nothing to do with the project, but they're like, oh, I worked with him when I was in Philly
Sure.
working on a
Right.
project. He's
Right.
dope. Well,
Yeah.
no, we gotta cast him, and now everybody's looking like, oh, all right, well, let's give him a shot.
Mm-hmm.
So, baby, it's all about networking. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get yourself seen, put yourself out there, do something. No, I'm not. That ain't gonna sound right. You gotta, you gotta basically.
Watch that.
So what I was about to say is do something out of the norm. Like for me, sliding in folks' DMs, I felt was weird. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing you could get, I mean, the worst you could get is a no.
Right. So
So I'll slide in Denzel's DM. Hey, good brother, I love your work. I would love to work with you someday.
right,
Just to throw it out there. You
right,
never know. He might read that. I'm like, let me see some of your work. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So like,
right. Because this guy is consistently in my DMs. I can see how hungry he is. Let me give him a
That
shot.
sound real crazy. That sound crazy. Y'all talking crazy, bro.
no, no, no.
Go ahead,
Now,
though. Go
Jimmy,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
now, Jimmy, on that, no, not consistently, because you don't want to become a pest, because that could go either one or two
Okay,
ways.
okay,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? They go like, all right, this guy sends me something every week. He's in my DM. I told him I'll look out for his stuff, and he's still sending me stuff. I'm tired of him. Like, leave me alone. So
Right,
it
right.
could go either way. So you never want to overdo it.
Okay. So let me ask y'all this question. This is about commitment and dedication. How important is it to be a good actor? How important is it to be a good actor from a committed actor? So, what is the process of being a committed actor to this industry?
Are you talking to both of us? Talking to him? He's more actor, but
Anyone, y'all can jump on this. Yeah.
putting the work in, man. Being committed is constantly learning, constantly. It's a craft. When you crafting something, people craft things for years before it becomes what they want it to be. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, just putting the time in, constantly learning, constantly shaping your person, your brain, and figuring out different ways, and just well, anything you do, you honestly should be trying to constantly learn it, man. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's a perfectionist. Even
Right.
the best people that we consider as directors, have
Still
some
taking
track. What
classes.
we would say. I mean, film is subjective, but we can consider some movies that some directors that we know that we love had trash movies. We'll say some actors that we love had trash movies. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And it's all about just evolving and keep trying new things. They probably try something that's not normally something that we might like. So it might not be trash. That's why I say it's subjective. It's
Mhm.
just that's not what we're used to seeing from them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
that's because they're trying to evolve and doing new things and not trying to just stick with what they normally do all the time. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So just being committed is constantly learning, man, constantly trying to get better at what you do. That's what I would say.
When
Committed
you see
is better. Like, cause you could be a good what? Go ahead.
when you see a so-called favorite actor of yours doesn't have their greatest performance, do you look at it as if maybe they didn't put the work in for this project, like they didn't rehearse and study,
No,
or how do you look at it?
no. I definitely want to say that, especially people that we consider like our favorite actors. I would believe that they put the time in. We
Right.
don't know what people are in their lives, their personal lives at that time. That's one thing. And also,
Yeah.
like I said, they're just trying new things, and it just didn't come off well.
Uh-huh.
Y'all seen, and I don't want to play nobody because I really didn't watch the whole thing, but we seen the clip of Viola Davis playing Michelle Obama. Like that John looked crazy.
Hmm.
Did it not? You want to laugh? You know it did. It looked crazy.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the whole movie, so I don't know if it went somewhere else. But them clips that they were showing, it looked wild to us.
Yeah.
I think she
Yeah.
put the work in. Yeah, she put the work in. I've seen her on How to Get Away with Murder. I was on set with her. I see how committed of an actor she is.
Right.
When you just trying different things, it just some things don't
Don't work.
translate well or don't
Mhm.
come across well. You know what I'm
So what do you
No
think
facts.
about that?
saying?
Say the question one more again.
How important is it to be a good actor to a committed actor?
I mean, I think for me, I think it works. They both work hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You being a committed actor can also turn you into a good actor. You know,
Right.
from learning and continuing to learn, studying and perfecting your craft. Not going to say like everybody will be good. Like some folks just don't have it, and
Right.
some people are born with it without having to really do the training. But it's still necessary to train
Mhm.
and always learn.
Right.
Like like Ty said, the some of our greatest are still training. That's why when I see stuff on social media, I see some folks Yeah, I don't have to audition no more. I've been in this, I've done this, I've done that.
Right.
I'm looking
Uh-huh.
like, stop. Like, no, you still have to. You know what I mean?
Keep
It
growing.
makes you better. And if
Right.
you don't want to get better, this is not the field for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just
Yeah.
comfortable or stagnant at where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You put the work in. I feel like that's definitely true. But also, like you were saying, what's it called a good actor. If you're not committed, then what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Correct.
You can be a good actor, and if you're not committed to this actual story, you're not really possibly. You might not be giving out the best performance because
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you feel like I'm a good actor. I don't really gotta study this script. I don't really gotta read it too many times. I kind of get the basis of it, but you're not really putting the work in to really understand the character. You might could pull off a great performance, but also committed actors like I get there when I want.
Right.
Like nobody want to work with an a hole. I've seen people that's good
Yeah.
actors that
Oh, for
get
sure.
fired.
Yes.
They get fired because nobody want to work with an a hole.
And,
We got to be
there's
on
people
set.
definitely like that in this industry. Yes.
Yeah, we got
Oh
to be on
yeah.
set for 12 plus hours for weeks. You know what I'm saying? And guerrilla
Yeah.
style and independent is normally 3 weeks. Other than that, like other movies, you can be 6 months, 3 months, things like that. Like nobody want to be on set with no butthole. You know what I'm saying? So you can go and you can be a great actor, but nobody want to if you're not committed to seeing this project done, committed to working well with others, and committed to like just doing the best work you could possibly do for this project. I mean, me personally don't want you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
No facts.
Me personally, you know what I'm saying?
I had this question, and Tyrone, you can definitely jump in with this too, but it's more of an acting question, but you have done acting. So how do y'all handle direction from a director that don't agree with the understanding of the scene direction? So if someone gives you direction and you don't understand it, how do you
Oh,
handle that? Because the reason why I came up with this question is because sometimes I see movies and I question myself, I'm like, why did they shoot it this way? Or why did they do this? So if someone's giving you direction and you don't understand it or agree with it, how do you handle them situations?
oh,
So what I would say prior to, set, that should that should already be, clarified somewhat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the point of reading the script fully and digging into your character, knowing what you want. So thereas when you see that scene and you kind of unsure about it, that's when you speak to the AD or the director, like, okay, so how do y'all want to go this way? All that should be avoided before there, but not to say there is issues that do come about, even if you do it that way. Just
Mhm.
them visually seeing it go down and like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a communication and understanding. But as an actor, I think it's kind of hard, bro. It's hard because as an actor, you like, this is my craft, this character, this is me. I feel like he should do this. I put my time in building his backstory, whereas the director sees something totally different.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it definitely could clash. But like I said, this is something you have to sit down and communicate with each other and try to get a better understanding for the both. So the outcome can come out in both favors.
So Tyrone, let me ask you this quick question because you're a director. If you develop a scene and the actor is giving you so much feedback of why you should not do it the way you want it done, how would you handle that situation as
I
a
mean,
director?
honestly, that shouldn't happen
It shouldn't. You're right.
because
No, it does.
also as a director, especially to keep set moving because time is money on set. Honestly, you talk to them and you be like, hey, this is what. First of all, like you said, all this should be avoided because this should happen before y'all start
Right,
shooting.
right.
That's
Mhm,
first of all.
mhm.
But if it does happen on set, you give it say, hey, look, we're going to do it a couple times my way, and then we're going to do it, and then if we have time, we'll do it your way
Right,
because
right.
at the end of the day, we both are creators. Yes, you bring in something to this table as well, so we got to meet somewhere in the middle. So it's like, hey, let's do it my way, and then let's do it your way. You
Mhm,
know what I'm saying?
right,
And then we'll figure it out in post which way is better because
right,
honestly, it mess around and the actor way is better.
right,
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, all right, you seen something that I didn't see. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So we don't want to just be like, no, it's my vision and my vision only. We don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially as an actor, like I said, it's a collaborative effort. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the director or the company hired the actor or whatever, but it's still a collaborative effort. They still coming to bring their talents and what they think the character is. Like you said, they did do the homework and their backstory as well. So
Right.
like I feel like my person should do this or do like that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely should happen beforehand. But if not, then that's how you do it. That's how you kind of try to nip it in the bud, so everybody, both people can get what they want. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? We can
Because
move along.
I've been on a set with a director who didn't want to get any feedback from an actor at all, and I thought that was the wrong way to go.
I
And
mean, it's
yeah,
directors like that. Some directors
yeah,
like my vision only, and that
yeah,
it happens.
right. That's
You
true.
know what I mean? But sometimes they be genius. You be like, all right, I see what you see. You be like, all right, I see what you're doing because
Right.
sometimes they're already thinking about the edit. That's how they say Tyler Perry. If they
Hmm.
like, they be like, yo, can I do another time? Like, no, we good because he's already thinking about the edit and how it's already happening. So he already thinking ahead of time why y'all shooting it. So like,
Right.
all right, we got exactly what we need. Come on. All right, next. What's next?
Okay.
Everybody say his sets is different. He do that. Like, but go ahead. What's next?
All right, so I want to end this show off with this question here is about social media. Do y'all think social media is helping the industry or hurting the industry?
Oh, it could be a gift and a curse, I would say.
Yeah, it's 50-50 depending on what. I mean, I could say it's helping on the indie level, definitely helping on the indie level.
Okay.
Uh, as far as major, it's not. I don't see it really doing anything.
Hmm.
Like
Um,
not much. It's doing it do what it do, but it's not doing as much as it's doing for the indie,
Okay.
in
I
my
mean,
opinion.
as an actor, I feel like it's beneficial, but it also can hurt because we have super trained actors, super trained that went to school and did these things, but are not getting opportunities because they don't have the following. Because now
Right.
the major networks are going with, oh, how much following? And sometimes indie people are like, hey, this person's not that good of an actor, but
That's
they got a
good.
following, so we need promotion. So we're gonna go with this
Correct.
person instead of the person that really know how to dig into the character and give you the best performance. So it definitely can hurt. But like you said, on the indie level, it's giving you exposure too. Like right now, social media, even YouTube, like having the right clips played on social media that can go viral and these
Hmm.
things can definitely help you and bring eyes to your project and
Yeah.
bring an audience to your project. You know what I'm saying? But
That's very interesting that you say that because I know, and because I've been in producer rooms too, and conversations where the decision has been about bringing someone on the project because you know he has a lot of followers or her, and
mhm,
that's going to generate a lot of eyes on your project. But it might not
mhm,
have been the best actor or actress for that
mhm.
position. It's weird because
And it might not even work either though, because
yeah,
at the end of the day, I like this person for what they do. I ain't like them for acting. I never said that I wanted to see them as an actor. But I like
Right.
this person as a social media influencer. I might not want to see them as an actor. They might be a person that's a model that model for Victoria's Secret. I never seen them act. I didn't act them to act. I wanted to see them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right,
Right.
it can
yeah,
still backfire at the end of the day too. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
All right. Well, yeah. Well, I thank y'all for joining me on this home edition of the industry show. That's been a great conversation with y'all, shedding on some light on how things go in this industry from both sides of the fence, the independent side, the major production side, and showing, and y'all just sharing some of y'all experiences on set. So I appreciate that. Y'all can drop y'all
uh,
handles real quick on social media as we end the show. Tyrone, give yours.
oh, you want me to go first? All right, man. You can follow me on Instagram at Ty Blassingame. That's TYBLASSINGAME. On Facebook, Tyrone Blassingame. TikTok, I want to say it's Ty Blassingame as well. Also, I'm gonna put my shameless plug in. Hey, man, we as a whole, this team that's right here right now, gonna have something dropping Halloween. I'm putting it out there now. A thriller
Hey.
with a talented actress named Shara as well. My guy Kyle Prout was the DP. We got producers and it's in post now, so it should be ready the end of this week or next week. So it
All
should
right.
definitely be out by Halloween. So breaking and entering and coming out.
All right. Charles, what you got real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so look out
Let's
for
go. Let's go.
it.
Uh, Charles,
Uh,
social real quick.
Instagram acting underscore Charles Harris. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to shout out to my my sponsor, my stylist, giving me that OD
That's your
wear.
makeup
You know
artist.
what I'm
That's your
saying?
makeup
gang,
You know what I'm
gang,
saying?
gang,
Yeah, hey.
gang.
Shout out, gang, gang. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, y'all. Thank y'all. Like I said, thank y'all for joining me. Stay tuned. I got more shows coming up. Peace.